can you see, without bringing that down, can you see if there's a dial pin still stuck in the engine? Right here. This is the one on the trans. In other words, one is on the transmission. If there's one on the engine, we're going to be fighting. Oh, you coming down?
I mean, I see the dial pin. There's one on this transmission.
But is it one on the engine? Yes, I see one on this side.
There's a dial pin right here. That's what you're talking about.
On the engine?
Yeah.
Okay, if the dial pin in the transmission and one on the engine, you're not going to close. Come on down. All that observation is crucial. I told you it's going to drop down hard. Where's the one on the engine? We never was going to close. Okay, so we got to dig this out. One on this side ain't on here. Can you go through? Yeah. So find a punch, go from this angle, and hammer it out. Because you're not going to push that in and we'll be fighting galore. Yeah. Go behind it.
Okay.
Push it out. Then let's try it again. It's not a what? Those are guide pins. And they're used to guide the transmission to the engine. If they on the engine, you don't need them on the trans.
So they get snatched out?
Huh? Well, whoever pulled this out of that vehicle, the guide pins just stayed with it. That happens from time to time. Thank goodness there's a hole in the back, because these hard to just grab with vice grips. There you go. Now on this side, they both on the engine. Alright, fighting with one bolt left in the transmission. Huh? Oh yeah, I guess with the more you do, the more observant you would be. Easy. Alright, let's get this in. Hey guys, we got the new transmission. Well, I wouldn't call it new. This is the one, you see all this writing, it's a junkyard. Remember what I told y'all, make sure the features match the vehicle you're putting it in. Alright, even if it's a used or new transmission, guys, make sure, I have been burnt by this so many times, that this torque converter is all the way seated, okay? Make sure it's seated, guys. If you put this up there and this touches the flywheel or the flex plate any kind of way and it's stopped, you can't move it, you got to back this transmission back out. So please, whatever you do, make sure the damn thing is seated. Now, this is the old one. It has internal problems, non-repairable. Everything is repairable. We just can't get parts. So what do you do when that happens? You simply replace it. I cross-reference my bin, which I highly recommend you guys do to make sure, but we're good to go. Now, it was a pain because we're still trying to debate whether we want to go in with everything, meaning the transfer case and all, but the space is limited, guys. These are not that bad. It's just the two top bolts are hard to get to on the car. All right, some guys take it, no, go that way. Some guys take it off and then take the trans out. If you fast and efficient, you leave it all. But this is my apprentice, so we fought a lot to get that out. So he said he was decided. I left the choice up to him. You want to go back in with all of it or just the training? Because room was definitely a factor. All this stuff had to come out. Yeah. So, and with this crater sitting the way it's sitting, we got to go all the way up and then in. So it was a pain. Don't get it twisted. This is the heater and it gets in the way. Oh my goodness, it was a pain. Those two bell housing bolts at the top, oh my goodness, you might lose. This will make you want to get out of the industry, guys. I'm not lying. You got to have a knack for this. All right, that starter had to come out, and in order to get the starter out, guess what? The freaking motor mount had to come out. Yeah, the motor mount and the bracket. So, yeah, I wish my apprentice luck. This is why I can't find none of my sockets. I got them all over here. All right, guys, we got to get this thing back in. I'll talk to y'all later.